Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mega spammer, and I'm still at war with England and things are still not going too well. Now to add to that, I'm actually not even feeling too well. I have no idea why. Perhaps it is my OCD actually getting to me, since there is a total mess in my room and I cannot stand it anymore. In fact, I already did some, vacuum cleaning with a vacuum, you know what I'm trying to say. So basically I'm getting insane because of all the garbage that is in my room, stockpiled, just sitting doing absolutely nothing of value. It's a really bad combination to be OCD and also to be incredibly lazy, trust me, I know it. So anyway, what do I want to do? Well, off camera I should probably point out that something very important happened, and that is, well, we know that Casimir the Third has actually made a declaration of friendship with me, but the important thing is that he also made a research agreement with me off camera when I finished recording last time, which is a pretty big deal because research agreement is going to allow me to actually, when we when we go into demographics, I'm still in third place in terms of literacy. I want to be on first. This research agreement will help me. It will also help Casimir, perhaps even more so than it will help me, but at least it will still help me, which is fairly important, as you might imagine. Anyway, this worker, what on earth do I want to do with him? Well, I do not see too many things I can do at this point in time, so I guess I'll just move into this jungle tower and improve with a training post because there isn't much else I can do. I could also repair this mine, no reason to do that, besides it would cost me a lot of units to actually guard this area, so thanks, but no thanks. Anyway, this watcher doesn't have much to do. The spearman, I would love to get in here and destroy this pasture tower, but I don't think I'll be able to do it without losing my spearmen, and I kinda want to have them just as an insurance policy. This cargo ship isn't doing anything for another 10 because I'm not a dummy. Well, I am a big dummy, but I'm not this much of a dummy. And I think that's the 10 for me. Yes, indeed it is. Alright. Oh, I just realized I was supposed to demonstrate to you how a Polish king should sound like, in my honest opinion. But unless Casimir talks in this videocast, which he doesn't have to, I'm not going to do so because I'll have to pause the video and then find a recording on YouTube and then open this recording with my iPhone, I guess, or maybe with Steam in-game overlay or something, and then, yeah, I'll have to make you listen to it and whatnot. A lot of work for not much really. I guess I'll say it for the next videocast, but seriously, there is one actor, a Polish actor, which I'm a huge fan of, who is unfortunately retired, but for some reason, even though he is retired, he's still actually being an actor, as in a theater actor, and I'm actually going to see something that he's going to play in next week, which is amazing. His name is Piotr Franceski. As I said, I'm a huge fan of him. He was a voice actor in a lot of games that were translated to Polish, like Baldur's Gate or Skyrim or something. His voice is just amazing, and I can't wait to present it to you guys. Anyway, Pusan finished granary, so that's nice. What else do I want afterwards? Well, aqueduct will probably be very nice, but workshop, I want workshop so badly, and it will take only 3 times more than making an aqueduct. So I think I'm actually gonna go for a workshop. Thank you very much, game. Right, cargo ship, please give me some food to sow, because I need more food badly. I mean, look at the difference. Right now, it will take me 7 turns to grow into a next point of population. BAM! It will take me now 3 turns. That's a very big difference, in case you're wondering, and I needed this boost badly, as in really badly, so yeah, that's that. Alright, let's have a little bit of a fight, because hey, why not? My spearmen are not necessarily the unit to be killing those warriors, but they are doing better than those warriors could be doing, so that's at least something. This Hwacha, I guess I'll just make it stay here, because there isn't much else it can do at this point in time. And I think I'm just going to end the 10. That said, what we can also do is look at London, because I established surveillance over there, and I can see what there is inside. So they already have a bank, artists and writers guild, which is annoying, and a university, which is probably how they get all the science from, because they are still surrounded by the effing jungle, which is very annoying. I wish I could ban this jungle and just live just scorched earth around London. Sadly, I can't really do that. Alright. Let's have a quick look at citizen management. Yeah, AI is pretty much focusing on food and science, because they don't have a lot of production. Anyway, they're making East India Company, alright. Nothing is added in Q. I don't think AI really uses Qs, to be honest with you. And they actually don't have any wonders. I didn't even realize this is the case. But yeah, they have library, they have harbor, which is probably the most important thing for them. Actually, no. How do they gain extra production from the sea cow? There was a structure that lets you do that, but maybe they also have... Maybe they also have this belief of theirs. Oh, somebody else has this belief. I don't know. Whatever. Don't really care. I gotta be honest with you. Anyway, I think that's that. Let's end this particular 10 with nothing happening whatsoever. This videocast will also be a little bit shorter than my usual cast, I have to warn you, because I'm hungry. I'm not really hungry, I'm peckish, I guess. So I want to eat relatively soon-ish. Besides, I don't think this videocast needs to be too long anyway. I mean, I guess I will make it 20 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit more than that, most likely. Yeah, I guess you can get over that, since I usually make videocasts that are 30 minutes or longer, which is, by YouTube standards, very long, because everybody just makes 10-minute videocasts. And you wanna know why? Ad revenue! I could, in fact, do the same thing, because I am gaining ad revenue myself, as you are probably aware. So, making very short videocasts, and a lot of them, would give me a lot of money. How much? Well, not a whole lot, but it would basically allow me to gain one additional game per month. I mean, a cheap additional game, but still one more game per month. Just because I would make 10-minute videocasts and like spam them every day. I could do that. I'm not gonna do that because I like to watch half-an-hour videocasts the most, so this is what I'm going to stick to. Hopefully forever. I don't know, maybe once I become a little bit more popular, which might never happen, but if it does happen, I might also become a little bit more greedy and then things go downhill from this point forward, but hopefully I never will be a person like this. We never know though, we never know. Anyway, somebody added reformation belief to greater good. Also, how am I working on this Notre Dame thingy? Am I focusing on production? Yes, I am, so there's nothing else I could be doing to actually speed this process up. I could chop down a jungle, but I noticed that apparently chopping down jungles no longer gives you production. I'm not sure if this is just a bug, or if it never gave you production to begin with, or if they changed that. I just have no idea. Also, that's poor Indonesians. I actually disallowed them to travel freely between Massacre and the rest of the empire, and unless they get a harbor, they cannot even get a trade route established. Oh, poor Indonesia. That's what you get for establishing a city over here, I guess. Yeah, I don't really feel sorry or pity for him at all. Now, what am I going for in terms of social policies? Not the best selection, I have to admit. I mean, when I read this comment that really, when somebody was skeptical about me going for liberty, I was like, yeah, that's probably not the best idea, but I also can see some reasons why I would want to go for it. But now I'm like, yeah, it's really not the best. I mean, honor, I'm fine with honor. It gave me a lot of honor points in the past, I mean capture points. I'm completely fine with that, and it will be worthwhile later on down the line as well, especially since it will give me gold each time I kill something, and this will happen a lot since I'm planning to be a warmonger. But liberty, it gave me a free person of a free great person, but other than that, it's not really doing me great good. I'm starting to think that maybe tradition is actually not going to be a bad idea. I mean, it's too late to actually make good use of aqueduct, because I already have it in many of. Actually, I don't think I even have a single aqueduct. But maybe I should just save up my points and wait for rationalism. This might be a good idea. Gaining a lot of rationalism could allow me to get back in first spot in terms of science. Or I could actually go for commerce, because it's actually fairly good. Or aesthetics. Or I'm not gonna go for exploration, I'm sorry. It's not that bad. And I'm going to have a lot of coastal cities, but I'm not going to have too many coastal cities. Exploration is good when you have a lot of coastal cities. As in, 5 is what I would consider a minimum. And that's when exploration actually becomes quite strong. But before that, not really, I'm afraid, not really. Anyway, you just just do nothing whatsoever. And let's advance to the next 10. I think this might be a little bit of a dull videocast, to be quite frankly honest with you. So let's spice it up by talking about invisible skyscrapers. This is a subject that I talked about briefly in, I think it was in an Endless Space videocast. So I might elaborate on it now, since I know a little bit more about it. So basically the thing is that South Korea wants to make an invisible skyscraper, because hey, why not? And to make it a little bit more amusing, this skyscraper is actually going to be built. They said that it is going to be built in Seoul, which is technically speaking true because Seoul is gigantic, but from a practical standpoint, it's like it takes an hour to get from Seoul to where the skyscraper is going to be. It is going to be right next to International Airport, which is actually quite far from Seoul, I know, but still that's the case. And it might be a little bit, you know, it is going to make you tilt your head. I mean, I know it is, because it's like, huh? Internet, I mean, right next to an airport there's going to be an invisible skyscraper. That's kind of lol. But no, it's not entirely invisible. It is only going to be partially invisible, since we don't really have the tech to make things entirely invisible. And from what I understand, this skyscraper is going to be it is not going to be invisible when you look at it from the air. So pilots and bats, they will be able to see the skyscraper. It's the pedestrians that will not see it, or rather will just see it, but very, very friendly. It's like going to be 80% transparent, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I should pause the off-topic for a second and think about the policy. I really think I should save up for Renaissance. I mean, for rationalism. It is going to do me good. I need more happiness, though, and this thing, monarchy, is going to be quite nice. Legalism, autocracy, I mean, aristocracy. Or anything, really. But no, I'm actually going to save up this policy, I think. So anyway, to elaborate on this stealth skyscraper, which is actually kinda cool, because the thing is, it is going to use cameras and LED display thingies. I don't remember the name of those, because my memory is kind of blank at this point in time. And... Oh, that's actually interesting. Ellie is apparently tired of the war. She feels she's losing it. I mean, if she didn't feel this way, she would have proposed me 11 gold per 10 for 25 turns to end the war. This might actually let me turn things around, because the reason why I would like to stay at war is because I can make sure that the British do not make any progress to the west. They can, I mean, to the east. They could only expand to the west, and they could not go past me. And if they tried to counterattack me, I had such a brilliant position they could not do a thing, okay? But it wasn't much, let's be honest. And now she is proposing a peace treaty in return for a lot of gold per turn. 11 gold per turn is much more than I'm earning, I think. So I'm gonna say yeah. And she already has coal. Holy Toledo. That's terrifying. She already has access to coal. And possibly Big Ben and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes to that. I'm gonna accept embassies as well. Possibly make some more deals in the future. Yeah, this might be what I need.
Pardon?
Okay, never mind about the embassy. Apparently she doesn't want an embassy.
Certainly.
Oh wow, she really hates me. I guess she was afraid of me for some reason. Really interesting. So we're no longer at war, but I'm all of a sudden gaining a really decent amount of gold per turn, and this guy wants research agreement, and he is actually willing to pay me a decent amount of gold for this. I mean, only 1 gold per turn, that's not much, but it is something, and 16 gold outright, but he also wants open borders from me. I don't think he has this much tourism, so I might be fine with that. And I don't think, he wouldn't plan to attack me if I mean, he's proposing this research agreement. If AI proposes a research agreement, he usually doesn't go for an open borders treaty. Okay? So this is my reasoning behind that. I'm gonna accept. Which is good. It will increase my science gain. I mean, it will not increase my science gain, but it will give me a good science bonus after a while. I know that this guy is probably having less science gain than I do, so it will benefit him more than it will benefit me. But I just want to make sure that I'm at first, at least I'm better than Ellie. Alright? And by Ellie, you know, I mean Elizabeth. So that's about that. But Scholars of Buenos Aires seek the wisdom of a great scientist. I might actually get him relatively quickly. So I need to renew a deal with Suleiman. I'll do this. I'll happily do this because I need to get as many deals as possible, and I'm only at 0 happiness, so that's a problem. Apparently we neither of us have access to luxury resources anymore. How so? That's kind of strange. I mean, I was getting them instance. Why can I not give it them? Why can I not trade? I don't know. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna even bother with that. Anyway, Jeonju. The shrine could be useful. Not too useful though. I need a library. I'm sorry. I need a library more than anything. And actually, you know what? I might need a circus. or a Colosseum, but Circus takes less to build because my happiness is quite low, and in just a few turns, well, actually it would take me 6 turns to get rid of this, to get into unhappiness zone, and I might actually decide to pause to, how's it called, where is it? Avoid growth in 5 turns, just to make sure I do not become unhappy, because unhappiness is usually a pretty bad thing, all things considered, so I would rather avoid growth than actually go unhappy, to be entirely honest with you. Because I cannot afford things to go any to be any different, and those missionaries will be a pain to deal with. Can I actually get an Inquisitor? No, because I still haven't enhanced my region. Wait a second, I have! Oh wait, okay. Can I make Inquisitors then? How much should they cost? Yes, I can. They only cost 130, so by all means, let's purchase an Inquisitor, because soon I will not be able to do that, because as you can clearly see, Indonesians are going to try and spread the faith as much as possible. I don't want to allow them to do that. Alright, dear Spearman, be stationed over there, over here and do nothing. This man, actually, I'm going to improve it as soon as those guys finish working on the trade post. So that's that. I need the universities badly. Why do I not have universities? Are they queued up? It's not even queued up, but I guess it's just because I didn't have the time to do. I didn't even have access to those? What was I thinking? Hold on a second. I didn't even grab education yet, and I'm sure somebody else has Alhambra. I guess I was rushing printing press, but I need the universities badly, and I need Oxford University as well. Holy. Then again, printing press is going to be so amazing. I can see why I wanted to get printing press so badly, but I'm not sure if I shouldn't actually postpone getting it to get education. No, I need those World Wonders. This is pretty much, at this point in time, when my demographics say that I'm as bad as I am, and this is how bad I am, as you can see everywhere, I need World Wonders, because they can throw everything off balance. They can actually make me the winner. Now, the obvious choice for me is to go for Leaning Tower of Pisa first, because as you may remember, or recall, whatever, Leaning Tower of Pisa will give me a free Great Press of my choice in your capital. I'll pick the Great Engineer for obvious reasons for that, and immediately rush the Globe Theatre, which is amazing for my character and tourism, and I do need some more tourism in my honest opinion. Or, alternatively, I could save my Great Engineer and then try to use him to get to Sistine Chapel relatively quickly and hope I can get it before the AI does. That said, it doesn't look like I'll be great in terms of Skytrack anyway, so I might actually be like, whatever, and just ignore Sistine Chapel, although I'd rather not have this happen. It's tough, isn't it? It's really, really tough. I'm not in a good spot, I'm definitely in a bad spot, no matter how you look at this, and I need more trade routes as well, I really, really do. In fact, if I could get it into Granary Jeonju, then I could get a non-sea trade route, as in a caravan between Jeonju and Seoul that would give Seoul a little bit more food. Not a lot, I'll prefer a sea trade route, but obviously there's no sea connection between Jeonju and Seoul just yet. I mean, one day there might be, so far that is not the case, I'm afraid. Also, I really need to get a city over here before Ottoman does it. But right now I'm not in a spot where I can afford a new city, unfortunately, so yeah, let's proceed to the next turn. The other reason why I need a 4th city is because I've learned it the hard way recently that you can have 3 amazing cities and it's all good and dandy, but in late game, all of a sudden you start losing the advantage you have if you have 3 amazing cities. Really? He just signed a research agreement with me. Well, thank you, Ottoman. I guess I really like this guy now. I mean, this beard, how can you not love this beard? And this turban, and this room, and it actually reminds me a lot of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. There's one particular bit which looks almost exactly like this, so yeah. Well, I guess I'll need to move my army up north in case this guy really is looking for trouble. I don't really want to be at war with him, but then again, this could potentially be beneficial to me if I win the war, and I think I should be able to do it. I do have honor. Does this guy have honor? Let's have a quick look. Diplomacy overview, global politics. Guy Amada, he's got tradition and aesthetics. He could do quite poorly if he was to declare war on me, so this Hwacha, I think I'm going to move it up north and deploy it somewhere, maybe in a city actually. So let's get it close. And this is probably what I'll try to do, because I need a Hwacha over there. It is going to just tear those small swordsmen to pieces. They have no chance against a Hwacha, especially if I can get it inside Busan in time. This would be just not even funny. I mean, it would be hilarious to me, but not necessarily to AI. Alright, let's repair this in PANCZASU. It will not take a long time, and it will give me... Actually, it will not give me any production whatsoever, because it's too far from Jeonju. But let's pretend it will give me something. Alright, you the Inquisitor, do not do a single thing. I'm saving you for laters. Spearman, just sit around here, do nothing whatsoever. He's just my insurance policy that the British cannot rush down my Huacha. They wouldn't be able to do it anyway, but he's just here to, you know, stand tall and look scary and whatnot. I really need this Notre Dame though. I need it badly. If I can get it before anybody else does, this might turn things around for me. This really might. Because it's just so much happiness and quite a nice amount of faith as well, and I could use that. I mean, faith is no longer really of importance to me. What do I even have going for me in terms of... Oh, hi the Netherlands. Talk to me, please.
Ik ben Willem van Oranje, stadhouder over de Nederlanden. Behoeft gij iets? Mij staat nog veel te doen.
Yeah, their language, the Dutch language, always makes me kinda wonder, because it's kinda like English but not, it's kinda like German but not, and I know both of these languages, so I should speak a little bit of Dutch, but I do not understand not a single word of what they say. Although I actually, sometimes when they say something, I'm like, oh, that's probably what it means. So, yeah, it's an interesting language. Also, this guy looks a little bit funny. I mean, I know that at the time, it was just normal for men to wear this kind of outfit, because as in modern times, usually what you want to do is to show that you're muscular in this area, in the upper body area. And in the past it was actually not this way at all. People wanted to showcase their muscular legs. That was the manly thing to do. So that's in case you were wondering why people were doing this kind of silly outfits. They still look silly in my eyes, but back then I guess it was fashionable. It definitely was. Every king was trying to do that. Every respectful leader had to train his leg muscles and whatnot. And this guy, what is he doing? It doesn't even look like he's trying to spread his faith to sow. It looks like he's trying to go into Ottomans. But over there, my religion is well established, so I think I will be able to make my religion overpower his. Also, I want to have a majority religion in Istanbul already. Seriously, become a majority. I want it to be the case. Anyway, lots of people are entering Renaissance, which is annoying because... Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm still not in Renaissance, which is not good. I'm so far behind. So far behind. Alright, I can purchase something in a city. I might actually go for a missionary. Send it to London. Not the worst idea I ever had. And also stop by Jeonju. Yeah, I might do that. Oh, then again, a monastery. Yes, please, I just realized I can do that. Look at that. Those plantations are just so much better now. It's incredible. Anyway, Netherlands, I protect Buenos Aires. Fine by me. You do that. You just go over there and make me a trading post, because right now they barely give me anything, just 1 gold. But later down the line, once I have university and a bunch of texts, this will be like 3 gold, 2 science and 2 food from Jungle Dales, which is amazing. So that's that. Let's end this 10. And I'm going to end this video cast as soon as I finish Notre Dame, or as soon as somebody beats me to Notre Dame. Because, as I said, I do want to end this video cast a little bit early, because I need to eat. I want to eat, I don't necessarily need to, but I want to. And yeah... I'm speechless. That doesn't happen too often, you have to admit. That does not happen too often. I need to think. I just want to declare war on them so badly and just take Amsterdam right now. I just would like to point this out. It's a shame there's no way I can actually do this. I was 2 F10s away. 2 10s. 2 10s. He just discarded me as well, which is just an insult to injury. It was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my video, then like, leave a comment, yada yada yada. See you later.